In 1996, Yolanda Gigante, the 94-year-old mother of crime boss Vincent Gigante, was mugged in Greenwich Village, New York. Let's check it out. Welcome to OC Shorts, bringing you detailed historical snapshots of the American Mafia and other organised crime. Feel free to subscribe if you like that sort of thing. Today, we're going to take a quick look at the time when Vincent Gigante's mother was robbed in New York in 1996. Throughout 1996, Genovese crime family boss Vincent Gigante was having legal problems. As is now widely known, for over 2 decades, Gigante had been feigning mental illness to deceive the authorities. And in 1996, the government scheduled competency hearings to determine whether Vincent Gigante was fit to stand trial for racketeering and murder. George Stamboulides was the lead federal prosecutor. He would state, "The competency hearings were a real challenge," recalled Stamboulides. For years, this was the battle of the forensic psychiatrists, forensic psychologists, and Chin's cardiologist. At one point, the Chin fooled even the government-retained psychiatrist who examined him. The biggest hurdle was getting to trial. And so, in March 1996, the hearings began. These competency hearings marked the first court appearance of Salvatore "Sammy the Bull" Gravano since he had gone into the witness protection program. When on the stand, Gravano would talk about Gigante's mental state. He said, "If I thought he was crazy, how would I know what he was doing? He could walk right into a police station after the meeting. I wouldn't be at a meeting if I knew somebody was crazy." Gravano would add, "I thought he was pretty sharp." Former Lucchese family acting boss turned informant Al Diarco would also provide testimony at the hearings regarding Gigante's mental competency. The mobster would state of Gigante, "He ran the whole show there. He was very capable." Diarco added, "If someone developed mental illness, they would be killed. It's like a mercy killing." And then, on May the 15th, 1996, after considering all of the testimonies at the hearings, Judge Nickerson declared Vincent Gigante fit to stand trial. As one newspaper reported, Vincent Gigante was found competent to stand trial on racketeering and murder charges yesterday by a federal judge who said the reputed Genovese crime boss faked a 30-year history of psychiatric problems with the help of his mother. The decision by Brooklyn Federal Court Judge Eugene Nickerson ends a 6-year battle by prosecutors to bring Gigante, known for wearing his trademark bathrobe and slippers on walks around his Greenwich Village neighbourhood, to trial. "Gee, maybe now he can wear a suit and tie in court," said former federal prosecutor Charles Rose, who originally brought the charges against Gigante. The reputed mobster is to be arraigned next week. In 2 indictments, Gigante, said to be the nation's most powerful mob boss, is charged with a litany of murders and with being the power behind the mob conspiracy in the City Housing Authority's window installation bid rigging scandal. In a 25-page ruling, Nickerson said Gigante invented his history of psychiatric problems with the help of his mother Yolanda. Judge Eugene Nickerson then ordered Vincent Gigante to show up in court on the 6th of September 1996 to face his charges. And then, just 2 months after learning that he would have to stand trial, there was more bad news for Vincent Gigante and his family, when his 94-year-old mother Yolanda was mugged in Greenwich Village. One newspaper reported, "A mugger unwittingly picked on the 94-year-old mother of reputed Genovese crime boss Vincent Gigante outside the family's Manhattan home yesterday. Passers-by, including an inline skater and a female cabbie, helped police catch the hapless pickpocket, who was shocked when he learned whose wallet he had stolen. The best part was in the car when I said to him, 'You are the world's worst mugger,' said Lieutenant Robert McKenna of the 6th Precinct. I said, 'Do you know who you mugged?' When I told him, he just slumped in the seat and rolled his eyes. McKenna said when he returned the wallet and $90 in cash to Yolanda Gigante, she almost cried and grabbed a family photo inside and kissed it. Yolanda Gigante was walking home from food shopping with her son, the Reverend Louis Gigante, at 2:55 p.m. when a thief snatched her wallet from a pocket in her housecoat, police said. The 65-year-old priest ran after the thief, but gave out after about a block, police said. Other witnesses continued to trail the thief and flagged down McKenna's patrol car. McKenna, who jogged 6 miles a day, caught the suspect after a 4-block chase. The name of the thief who mugged Yolanda Gigante was Willie King. He was 37 years old at the time of the robbery. Willie King was a career criminal, with several previous arrests for grand larceny, and had been released from jail a year before mugging Yolanda Gigante. Willie King couldn't apologise fast enough to the Gigante family for mugging the mother of crime boss Vincent Gigante. It was reported, "A hapless thief is hoping Mafia Don Vincent the Chin Gigante will let bygones be bygones." Willie King yesterday kissed up to the reputed head of the Genovese crime family and humbly apologised for mugging his 94-year-old mother. King had second thoughts about trying to beat the rapper at trial and decided it might be safer to spend some time behind bars. He pleaded guilty in Manhattan Supreme Court to grand larceny and will be slapped with a jail term of 1.5 to 3 years when he is sentenced August the 19th. His motivation was to apologise to the Gigante family and Mrs. Gigante, said King's attorney Stephen Warshaw. In this way, he is trying to put this behind him, and he also hopes the Gigante family puts this behind them. Sources state that Willie King had nothing to be afraid of with regards to reprisals from Vincent Gigante, and King should have counted himself lucky, but still complained about the length of his sentence, after he was given a stay of 1.5 to 3 years in state prison. Willie King would say, "I believe the sentence being imposed on me is too much time. I guess you'll do the best you can," King told the judge. King's lawyer, Stephen Warshaw, said that although King had been arrested 21 times since 1986, it was mostly for small thefts. Throughout the aftermath of the mugging, Vincent Gigante's brother Louis would still keep up the charade of his brother Chin being mentally ill. Reverend Gigante would say, "I know you like to talk about my brother. I just want to be left alone. My brother is sick. He's home with Mama." With regards to the mugging, the priest would say, "He was sleeping. Should I wake him up and tell him? It'll make him so upset. He's depressed." It could be speculated that if Vincent Gigante wasn't in the midst of legal problems and facing a trial in federal court for racketeering and murder, then Willie King, the man who mugged Yolanda Gigante, might not have lasted too much longer on this planet. Yolanda Gigante would pass away 9 months later in May 1997, 7 decades after arriving in America from Naples. Let me know your thoughts on this incident in the comments below. I hope you found that interesting. Thanks for watching.